Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another reading. This time, it's going to be on the Real Housewives of Potomac. So doing another Housewives reading. If you haven't seen the last one I did, I'll put a link up here. I know I did Kyle and Mauricio, and I know I also did Teresa and Louis. Today, I'm doing Potomac. So Robyn and Juan is the first one I'm going to do. And then after that, I'm actually going to do, in the same video, I'm going to do Candiace and Chris. So people want to know if Juan cheated on Robyn, and people want to know if Chris cheated on Candiace. So I'm super excited. Potomac is literally one of my favorites. They actually come to Austin this season, and a couple of my friends are in the background of some of the shots already. So you should probably see some of my friends in the background of some of the places they came to in Austin. So I'm super excited. And yeah, so it's funnily enough, Candiace and Robyn are my two favorites. So I'm really, really excited to do this reading. So remember, these readings are all alleged for interpreters only, and let's get started. And also keep in mind, if you like these, you can always join my YouTube memberships. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. Get access to exclusive pick a card, story times, you can win a reading from me. Okay, so Robyn will be on the left, and then Juan will be on the right, and we'll go from there. Yes. So yes. Yes. I'm sorry, Robyn. I absolutely love you. You're literally one of my favorites. I'm sorry. Yes. For anyone that has been following me for years, you know, Three of Cups is my cheating card. So yes. And the Ace of Wands is the return of something old. He's previously cheated, I'm pretty sure. So yes. Yeah. Loud and clear. The Nine of Cups being reversed for him is about him not getting what he wants. Juan, to me, is very entitled. If he doesn't get what he wants immediately, he's going to find another way to get it. So for me, I see him as very selfish. Oh no. This makes me really sad. I have a lot of empathy for Robyn. I really, really, really like Robyn. So the Two of Pentacles is like a business decision, right? It's like a business plan. The Page of Cups is like detachment. And the Five of Pentacles is like my apprenticeship card. All three of those together, if the Page of Cups is upright, let's make money together. Let's build a business together. But because the Page of Cups is reversed, I don't know how else to interpret that other than, why would I leave my wife, or why would they're husband and wife now. Why would I leave Robyn when she makes good money? She takes care of things, especially when he just lost his job. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. This makes me very upset for her. The Six of Pentacles is reversed, and the Empress is reversed. So obviously, it's clear that Robyn lacks self-love, right? And the King of Wands, Juan has done a very good job of beating down Robyn's self-esteem. Now, I know Robyn suffers from depression. I'm pretty sure she talked about it on the show. I think she mentioned ADHD, but I'm not sure. But I know that she suffers with a lot of that. But Juan's done a number on her self-esteem. I'm sorry. I see it. And I know people are going to get mad at me. And I really do love Robyn. So hopefully if she ever sees this, or anyone on her team, they don't hate me. But with love, yeah, the King of Wands. I don't necessarily feel like Juan's intentions were to hurt her. I don't think Juan's intentions were to make her feel a certain type of way. I think Juan's upbringing was very rough. Because a lot of times the King of Wands is misguided aggressions, and the Six of Pentacles means he has no accountability for his actions, and she wasn't giving him that accountability. You know, it's very important to keep your boundaries up in the beginning, because then they get comfortable. And the Empress being reversed tells me, like, you know, they met in like the 90s, dude. They're like family before they were like, you know, lovers. And so when the Empress is reversed, it's just Can I be honest too? I feel like he's critiqued her motherhood. And I go back to the season where she was struggling with her depression. He was getting mad at her for sleeping all the time. I think he's, and this is going to really hurt Robyn, and I think this is going to come out eventually. I think he's told other women negative things about Robyn, and I think he's talked shit about her parenting to other women that he's flirted with. Because the Emperor is reversed as well. Look at that. Emperor reversed underneath the Empress reversed. The Queen of Wands reversed and the Fool. I also feel like he feels like Robyn's older and not as pretty, and he wants a younger girl who's prettier. I don't think that Juan is naive. I don't. And I think Juan, in Juan's head, he's young and hip. And it's not matching with his reality. I also think that, you know, there's a lot of temptation. I think Juan has a lot of temptation from a lot of beautiful women. And I don't think he's the type to say no. Sorry, I don't. Yeah, I don't think Juan chases. I think Juan's chased. And I think Juan has been chased his whole life. And I think that's what he's comfortable with. And Robyn stopped chasing Juan. And once Robyn stopped chasing Juan, he wandered. It bothers me. I think Robyn is so cool, and I think she's so beautiful. Literally, I think she's so funny and real, and it just bothers me. This really bothers me. The Ace of Cups, the Five of Wands. Wait a minute. There is somebody around Giselle. It's not Robyn, it's Giselle. There is somebody who's around Giselle, like, and I don't know if they're immediately around Giselle or they're like a friend of Giselle's, that Juan flirted with or did something with. It's like 4 degrees away from Giselle. It's not Robyn, it's Giselle. There's like 4 degrees away from Giselle is someone that either he flirted with or did something. I'm telling you, it's like 4 degrees away from Giselle. I think Giselle has heard about it, but no one said anything. She's heard whispers about it, but no one's confirmed anything or said anything directly to her. I'd be shocked if they didn't soon, or I'd be shocked if she didn't go snooping. If Giselle wanted to snoop for proof, she could find it. Giselle knows she could find it, but she's not going to out of respect for Robyn. But I'm telling you, if Giselle wanted to snoop, it would take her 5 seconds to find proof. All alleged for integros only. Because it's around, this is someone that's like, so this is indirect. So indirect confrontation. So it has to be someone around her. And the Ace of Cups, that's someone that she loves. So I saw in my head Giselle, so it's like it's around Giselle. Hermit reverse, Lover's card, Justice, which means someone else did something and they have some sort of proof. Yep. And I just see Robyn as a victim of circumstance. I think that Juan genuinely, I don't even see resentment. I thought it would be resentment. My theory before I did tarot was like, oh, he must resent her. No. Juan just grew out of love with Robyn and does not know how to tell her that. To be fair, I don't think that Robyn loves Juan either. I think Robyn is comfortable with Juan. I think Robyn is scared of love because love is about being vulnerable, and I think Robyn has a hard time being vulnerable, and so giving her all to someone and being vulnerable with someone is very difficult for her. So that makes me really sad. I don't know. Interestingly enough, King of Swords reversed, Hangman reversed, and 8 of Pentacles. I will say I do think the producers are going to try and look for someone next season who knows something about Juan. So if you guys, I mean, I'd be shocked if they got rid of Robyn because I see the producers wanting to put Robyn in a central position moving forward. I see daggers at Robyn. And I see them kind of putting her in the center position. I mean, this whole episode was about her, and I'm pretty sure the season's going to be about her. So you're going to see a lot of daggers pointed at Robyn. It reminds me of like Teresa, how like everyone always goes against Teresa. It's kind of looking that way for Robyn right now. There's like a friend or something that's going to be pulled. Okay, I want to let's look at Candiace and Chris, because that's just making me sad. Candiace is my other favorite. I mean, I like Giselle too. Don't get me wrong. I do really actually like Giselle a lot. But Candiace, I think Candiace is just the funniest. She's gorgeous. I think she's hilarious. Her mouth is lethal. I relate to her on that. Absolutely love Candiace. But all right, let's see Candiace and Chris. See if Chris cheated on Candiace. I actually don't know. I don't know what to believe. I know Giselle was saying that he tried to make an advance, but I mean, Giselle's recollection of events are not always 100% accurate, especially on Ultimate Girls Trip. She pissed me off. I love Giselle, but she pissed me off on Ultimate Girls Trip. Okay, so I want to look at, so Candiace will be, let me make sure these are shuffled real well, actually. So I want to do Candiace on the left and then Chris on the right. On the fucking first episode of Potomac, when fucking Candiace looks at Chris and goes, "Oh no, you're turning white people red," I was hysterical. Aww, that's actually pretty sweet. Okay, so their relationship's not perfect. So I will tell you this. So okay. I don't know if I can, I don't know if I would say cheating, but there's an issue in their marriage. So Chris showed up as the Ace of Cups. Chris loves Candiace, is madly in love with Candiace. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Ace of Cups is true love. So that man loves Candiace, but the Hermit's reverse for Candiace, and I know she talked about never being home. That's a problem, okay? I think Chris's love language is quality time, and he's not able to communicate that properly, and she's not able to give that to him. So they're not in a good place, and maybe they are now and they weren't, but I don't know. I'm worried for the two of them because the Lover's card is reversed, which tells me that they're in danger. Their relationship is in danger if they don't spend more time together. Just because the Lover's card being reversed tells me like one person's needs aren't being met, and it's Chris. Chris's needs are not being met. This man absolutely loves her, but she's not around enough. She's not giving him enough time. And the time that she thinks she's giving him, it's not quality enough for him. And I think he's feeling a little lonely, and I'm worried. Justice is reversed, 8 of Swords upright, and 10 of Swords. So first of all, do I think that there's potential for Chris to either have previously or currently confide in someone? Yes. Yes. Chris is a needy person, and that might not be communicated properly, and maybe he's afraid to admit that or whatever. I don't know, but he's showing up as a needier person than people realize in relationship. And if he's not getting that attention and that support from his wife, I'm worried about other people swooping in. Because this right here, I do think he's confided in someone he shouldn't have confided in. I genuinely believe that's already happened. I don't know if I would say he's trying to cheat, but I would say, like, I'll give you a great example. Let's say that him and Giselle are friends. She's a beautiful woman. He's a beautiful man, right? They're friends. They just are friends. He's the type to get too comfortable and tell her things, assuming she would have his back, but then she would take that as an advance. Does that make sense? That's what I'm seeing him do, not just to Giselle, but to others. He gets a little too comfortable. He's very emotional. I see him as very emotional. So I see him kind of like word vomiting. And I see it not looking good. Yep, there it is. The stars reverse. It's like I'm not getting the attention I need. And if someone's going to give me attention, sometimes I'll get too comfortable. So I'm a little bit worried about that. He's a little too friendly. And I will say, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here because the sun's upright and the Ace of Cups, which tells me he is literally madly in love with Candiace. So I can't imagine that someone is this in love with someone would be cheating. And I'm not seeing that just yet. The Ace of Swords says there are opportunities, though. And so for me, I'm like a little bit worried about this because if we don't work on this, this will fall apart. So they're in a transitional stage in their relationship. Look at this. The Six of Wands is reversed too. I also think that, okay, if I were Candiace, let me make sure this, there it goes. If I were Candiace, she needs to put her man on a pedestal again. Look, I know that Candiace is lethal with her mouth, and I know she's really funny, but I also think words of affirmation are important for him. He needs to be told how hot he is, how beautiful he is. I think he's feeling a little bit like Six of Wands reversed. I'm not feeling as like beautiful as I used to be, as confident as I used to be, as hot as I used to be. This reading is all Chris. Candiace is not, I'm not really connecting to her energy. And the Six of Pentacles upright with the Fool reverse, which tells me like he's getting older. Fool reverse is getting more mature, more older. And he's just not feeling as amazing as he used to. And I think he needs to be appreciated and valued. I also see, I know there were some issues with his job with like COVID and stuff. I'm also seeing that really affect his ego, where he's feeling lost. I think he's very prideful with his career. And I think it's hard for him to admit that he's like kind of struggling to find his footing. And I think he's feeling a little bit inadequate. And I think sometimes he can take that out on Candiace because he's like mad at her and quick to like blow a fuse. But it's because he's a little insecure about the fact that he's struggling there. Yeah, the Three of Cups is reversed and the Nine of Wands is there. And the Page of Swords. He's not I don't see him as the cheating type. But what I will say is that it's not impossible eventually if they don't meet each other's needs. Like I'm worried. I don't think it's happened yet, though, to be honest. I'm not convinced. I will also say the Page of Swords is reversed, which tells me if there was evidence, they would have already posted it. Like, it would have already been there. People are looking hardcore. There are people that really want to catch Chris. Someone here, like, really wants to catch Chris. I'm trying to figure out who it is. The Nine of Wands... Things getting worse before they get better. Who is this that wants to catch Chris? You know what it is? I don't think it's a cast member. It's not a cast member. I don't know Candiace's real life and his real life. I don't know, if there's like, I know he has children from their marriage. I don't know if there's drama. I don't know what there is. It's not a cast member, though. This is something in their personal life. Something off camera. Because Ace of Wands, Five of Cups reversed, and Eight of Cups reversed. There's someone who's not a cast member that really wants to catch Chris. And it has to be someone who's not pleased about Candiace and Chris being together. It's someone that's not pleased about the two of them being together, that wants to catch Chris, and that will do anything to catch Chris. I don't know who this is. It could be a family member. It could be a relative. It could be, well, that's the same thing. It could be, well, not always, but it could be a baby mama. I don't know. It could be a friend. I don't fucking know. But it's not one of the cast members. That's a red herring. That's like no. Candiace is so tunnel visioned on like Ashley and Giselle. She's missing something. She's missing who they're getting their information from. Moon reversed. Yep, there it is. The moon reversed. Someone's looking for tea on her. Six of Swords. Yep. That's like communicating. And then the Eight of Wands. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's outside of the job, so it's outside of the show. Seven of Wands and Two of Swords. And this person is someone that smiles in your face. So there's a different snake, and it's in her real life. You know what's interesting is I feel like there he is. It's someone that didn't want them to get married. Chris has ops too, though. That's the thing, is somebody doesn't like Chris too. There's someone that doesn't like Chris too. Oh my Three of Wands reverse, Four of Pentacles reverse, and Magician. Oh, they've already put so much work into this relationship. I'm hoping they can figure this out. Who's the Three of Wands? Shut up. Shut up. What? Death, Four of Swords, Three of Wands. Someone has a crush on him. The Queen of Pentacles has a crush on him. Someone has a crush on Chris from the cast. Someone has a crush on Chris from the cast. Yeah. And you know what? Candiace has what's the word? Suspected this. I think Wendy did as well. Girl, that's some tea. I feel like Candiace and Wendy have talked about it. Because I see, in my mind's eye, I see the two of them talking about something and be like, do you think? We're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that. Remember, readings all different tamers only. That's the juicy reading. Hopefully you guys share this. My Bravo readings are not always super popular, so hopefully you share this. If you like this, join me into memberships, $5, $10, $50 here. You get access to exclusive card story times you want reading for me. Follow me on all my socials, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite, and then hit the subscribe button down below. Till next time. Bye, guys. Girl, that's a mess. Oof.